Hello and welcome to the latest video on the build of the Slowpoke. Things have gone considerably better since my false start from my last video. I've managed to make most of the horizontal stabilizer and I've made one side of the elevator. I'm very pleased with how this has kind of progressed. It has been a little bit of a trial to get this started, but now I've kind of got my head around how this should be built and how the wood needs to be cut. I'm much more confident in actually proceeding. I think I discovered a lot in how to build this plane from doing the horizontal stabilizer first before I actually set about doing the elevator. The reason I say this is because a lot of these components have actually fairly unusual and complex curves which are pretty much unnecessary. This plane itself was designed as a kit, so a lot of these components with their curves on them would have been either laser cut or punched out. So the plans still show these, but it's largely unnecessary. So what I've done is simplified them by just straightening up the edges and making it a lot easier to cut out of the sheet balsa wood. And that's then reflected in the final component. It shouldn't affect the weight too much, and it shouldn't affect the performance of the components too much either, and it just gives a much neater finish to the horizontal stabilizer by doing that. And I've done a similar thing then on the elevator as well. I've just straightened out a lot of these edges which were again having these kind of complex curves in them, so I've just straightened that like that. So my next task will be to make the other half of this, which will be flipped this way. And then I'll put in the joiner across the bottom and do a final kind of sand, round off the edges, and then I will start thinking about moving on to the fin and the rudder. See you in the next video.